So welcome back to Get to Know Every One of Us. Today I have my friend Devie Rollison, who this is her second time being on, and it's been a long time, so I figured we could ask some new questions and get to know her even better. Hi, Devie.
Hi.
What you doing?
Working.
Yeah, we were always working, right? We're just like those kind of girls. We always like to work.
Yep.
So I want to start out with this because it's been a while, and I think we can just remind some people, like, where's home for you? And after that, what led you to real estate?
I live in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, and oh God, what led me to real estate? I wanted to do this in my 20s, and my dad has his license in South Carolina, and it's like a pretty depressed area. And he's like, don't do it. You'll never make any money. And then I got my license at 31, and I had, yeah, a while ago. I'm old. They sold my company. I was a leasing agent and working construction and bartending. And they'd sold the company and eliminated my position. So while I was on unemployment, I decided to get my license.
Oh, I see. I did not think I remember that, but that leasing company had to be interesting.
Oh, it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure. As an investor myself, it's definitely interesting. That's a good word for it. So, what do you love most about helping people buy or sell a home?
Oh gosh, I just like helping them through the process. Seeing buyers be so excited to buy a house, especially like first-time home buyers, it's just so cute.
It is cute, and they really are happy. The hard thing about it's such a hard process though going through sometimes. So trying to do it alone, I don't know how people do it on their own or for sell by owner because, oh my gosh, there's a lot.
It's a lot, and it's funny too because I met with a girl yesterday that wants to get her license, and we had a pretty tough transaction because there was a lot going on in her transaction. But I told her, I'm like, when things go smooth for you, there's still so many things that go on behind the scenes that nobody ever sees. Yeah. That, there's nights where I shoot up out of bed at 3 a.m. like just worried about things.
About them, right? In their transaction, right?
But I don't tell them that, and they don't get to see that. So they're just like, oh, this was great. I'm like, yeah, this is why I have gray hair.
I mean, I think we're really good secret keepers because there are a lot of things they don't even know about.
Yeah.
If ever
behind the scenes that are just squashed and you never even smell the smoke.
Yeah, it's a tough business. There's no doubt. And I say this a lot that like what they show on HGTV is nothing like real estate. It's such a farce. It's so fake, but here's the thing. That's what people see. So they believe that's what we do all day long. And it's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah, so, they also believe they could, buy $1 million house and walk cats 2 hours a week.
Yeah. There's that. So how long have you been licensed?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
You've been here for how many? 6.5.
I'm down into my 7th year.
Yeah, 7 years. It's been great. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
So on the idea of seller and buyer, so what's one smart tip you'd give a buyer or seller in today's market that is so different, right? It's shifted. We had incredible COVID years, right? Everything was wild, crazy. Everything's overpriced. We're selling multiple offers every day. What kind of tip can you give to today's buyer or seller or both?
Listen to your real estate agent.
That's a similar.
I get it. Like, you have all these trusted people in your circle that you want to listen to that, your mom, your dad, your uncle, whatever. But listen to your agent. We're in this every single day. We're in the field. We're doing it. We're seeing everything real time. Listen to what they say because we know best and we have your best interest at heart. It's not for us, it's for you.
Like same side, same team, right? That's how we try to function here. And it's hard because everyone wants to fight against you. And when you're in a transaction, there's multiple people involved in the transaction. It's difficult, but I agree, listen to the professional. And I love your parents and your aunts and uncles and all those people, but most of them have only sold 1 or 2 houses in their entire life.
Yeah. And I mean, it's beautiful that they're trying to help them. Like, you know what I mean? And they think that they're doing what's in their best interest, but they're just not in this industry every day and see the changes and know what goes on behind the scenes. And, you know, they don't get to see it all. So
for sure.
we do.
So I love this one for you. Outside of real estate, what lights you up?
Huh. Well, Jade, first of all, I have a 20-year-old son. I'm really proud of him. And he's like the best, my best friend. So him for sure, but I'm pretty creative. I've been tapping into my creative side the last few years. So I refinish furniture. I have over 150 plants. So I'm a plant mom. I make
plants.
Yeah, it's another full-time job.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I love to decorate. I also make planters out of baby doll heads because I have a creepy, weird side to me as well.
Actually, they're pretty cool. I looked them up just to see, like, they're a thing. Like, I thought it was just something you made up, and they're really a thing.
No, they're super cool too.
They are cool.
I don't just like cut the head and put a plant in it. Like I actually like
create around it.
Yes, I make it like a whole art piece.
Yeah, it's very cool. It definitely lights you up. I can see this. So, what is your favorite part about being part of the Gold Standard family?
Dude, there's so much. What isn't my favorite part? I mean, honestly, I think it's just like, I think it's the support and the camaraderie that we all have with each other. Like, I have agents call me all the time that, you know, asking a question or needing advice. And same with me. Like, I'll call them and say, hey, you know, and there's different views for different things. And, you know, sometimes there's things that we're not thinking about that you talk to somebody else in our company and you're like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I'm going to implement that. And there's no gatekeeping here. We all just share everything. And I love that.
I do too. I really love that. I think it's important. And it's something that I learned a long time ago, even when I was not an owner of a brokerage, about sharing what I knew. Right. And I remember even when I was at Century 21 many years ago, and the owner asked me if I would do a little seminar and teach them my listing presentation, because I always had solid stuff, right?
Dude, yeah. Our listing presentations are amazing.
And so I did it in front of everyone. And, you know, I honestly believe that day changed how my real estate business went, because I was helping everyone, right?
Yeah.
I was giving, and I just kept giving and giving everything I had. And so then I got to have this brokerage, and I feel like I do the same thing. I just keep giving everything I have.
You give more than anybody I've ever met in my whole life.
Sometimes it's too much, and sometimes they're like, okay, another thing from Dion, put it in the folder. But then later on, they might look at the folder. That's my hope always.
I do have to tell you in my email, because you know I save every single email.
Me too.
I have like Dion's Fun Folder 2025, Dion's Fun Folder 2024.
So it's fun. I like that. At least my stuff is fun.
And then when I need to reference something, I'm like, okay, I go back in there and I have it, you know.
If everybody was as smart as you, they would have a Dion folder on their computer.
A Dion's fun folder.
So what's something most people don't know about you, but they should?
I was diagnosed with ADHD 3 or 4 years ago. And while some people would consider that like a detriment, I actually kind of consider it my superpower.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. And I think for me, creativity is my superpower. I've been using that all the time now, since instead of grieving, I put all of my energy into creating.
Yeah.
And it made me, I feel better because of it. I feel more creative, and same with you. Like you feel you can filter that into something like the furniture, the dolls. Like you can take that energy and move it. But hey, if I'm working with somebody that's busy like us, if I was a buyer or seller, I'd want someone like us, because we can get stuff done.
Yeah, the busy people get stuff done. It's the days that you don't have anything to do that you're kind of like, lounge on the couch. You know what I mean? But like when you put in a full day of work and then you come home, you're like, all right, yeah, I'm motivated. Let's get it done.
I know. Same. So what's a small win you're proud of lately?
Oh boy.
How about picking up the pieces and moving on? How
Yeah,
about?
I feel like I do that. I have to do that every couple years, though.
I mean, but you're good at it, right?
I am. I've gotten very good at it.
Yeah, because that makes us an entrepreneur, right? That's what entrepreneurs do. We get things happen,
Yes.
and they,
Yeah.
you know, we have a bad month and there's no closings. Then the next month you have, I think, 10 closings last month. Is that true? I just saw some graphic that came up. Yeah. Yeah. So that's amazing. Some agents don't do 10 in an entire year. So that's
Yeah.
a testament to what you're doing. You really are working hard. And I see it. And I've seen it since day one. I can remember when you came here and you actually called me when you got your first check and you're like, dude, did you take your money? And I'm like, yeah. And you're like, are you sure? You sure I don't owe you anything else? I'm like, yeah, it's good. You get to keep all that. Yeah, it was a great day. I'll never forget it.
I just told someone that story yesterday. I was like, I literally called them and was like, you didn't take your money out. You gave me too much. And they're like, no, that's yours. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. And I'm thinking, man, I should have just said, okay, I'll take that. I'll take a little extra. I could have had that this whole time. Yeah. So one last and final question, which is kind of fun. If your real estate journey were a movie, what would it be called?
Oh, geez.
That's a hard one. I can't like
Probably The Fast and the Furious.
which is one I love that all of those movies. So that makes sense. That's a good one. That's how we act. We are like that. So if you have ADHD, I wonder what exactly I have because there's something here. But
I move fast, but don't make me mad.
yeah, don't make me mad either. Boy, that Mon Valley goes fast. 0 to 60. 0 to Mon Valley is what they called it here a couple of times. Yeah. So but
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We're girls that know how to take care of ourselves, right?
Yep.
So anyway, are there any last thoughts for our audience? Anything you'd like to say about you, what you're doing, anything on the horizon?
No, just have some listings that I'd love to get sold. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the holidays and spending some time with, friends and relaxing and creating some stuff because I think most of my gifts this year are going to be homemade.
I
So
love that.
yeah, kind of fun.
Okay. I'm not that kind of creative, which is, I mean, I have my own creativity, but that's not my thing. But I love getting homemade stuff. I love supporting the locals too. That's my big thing. Like support the locals, everyone. There's so many small businesses that are struggling, and
Yeah.
just like 1 or 2 extra sales a day could make a big difference in someone's life. So
yeah, Light Up Night for Mon Cities tomorrow. We're going down there, and then for Elizabethboro it's Sunday. So, and I think all the shops and stuff will be open. So that'll be fun if you're looking for extra Christmas gifts or, yeah, I love to shop local. I'm always in the little shop.
You are really good about that. And one other thing I want to just share is something that I really appreciate about you is the blessings lunches that we do and how that's so helpful. And we try to give a little more than what most people do on a tip. Like we try that because we realize how hard everyone's working. Yeah. So if Devie ever puts a post up and says she's having a blessings lunch, you should go.
I am December 6th.
There you go. So December 6th, blessings lunch, which means there's a certain criteria that she asked for. And if you go to that and enjoy what it feels like to help other people, you're going to see a lot of tears and a lot of happy faces. So thank you for doing that. You introduced me to that a long time ago. And then I started seeing it in other groups that I'm in. And honestly, one night, I think there was 150 people and everybody brought like $200 or $300. It literally tried. Like they gave it to 2 people, and one of them had just gotten married. The other said they didn't even have enough money to put furniture in their new home. They bought a home, but they just didn't have any more money left. And it was just so cool to watch them, and they were so happy. So there's all kinds of things you can do to help other people. But, take
that. We did it that one year, and that girl was. She was like, my hot water tank just went, remember? And she was crying
her eyes out. Like,
yeah,
it's such a fun thing to do.
Because you get to, like, I put it out on my Facebook. So sometimes I'll get people that I don't get to connect with that often. So then you get to meet like people and get to know them. But you know what I mean? Like other people, my friends, like it's just so cool. Like it's not only like good for like the people that you're blessing, but like it's good for you too.
For the people.
Like spend time and connect with people that you really wouldn't get to see that often. So
well, thank you for that. And you're always so giving. And that's one thing I know about you that has been from the very first day I ever met you. That's a really big part of who you are. So thank you for that. It's really a blessing to all of us. So,
yeah, I always say if I have it, you have it, you know?
Yeah, you know what? It's just if you share everything, it'll just keep coming back to you, giving and receiving. That's how it works, baby. Yep. All right. Well, you have a good day. It's nice to talk to you, Dev.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.